One of the most popular videos I have on my channel is how to do 3D motion tracking in Adobe After Effects to attach objects onto the wall or ground. And a common question I get in that video is if you can do the same thing in Adobe Premiere Pro. The short answer is you can't do exactly the same thing, and Premiere is a little bit less powerful in the automatic tracking tools, but there still are a few options for you, and I'm going to show you those in this video. So the first thing I have is a couple different example clips. If you notice in this clip, here's a clip where the camera is not moving, so the frame is still frame. It's kind of like a tripod shot. However, you do have our subject moving throughout the photo. This is one where Premiere Pro can do okay attaching things on because you don't have to do any motion tracking. If we wanted to attach a photo or something on the wall, I could drag in the layer that I want. So here's just the Premiere Pro logo. And in the effects controls panel, I can adjust the position and the scale. So you can do this with the sliders, or if you just highlight the motion tab, make sure you're in the program window with the selection tool active. You can also just move it around visually like this. And let's say I want to put it kind of over here on the wall, or maybe over one of these photos. I want to put it roughly in position. And in the video effects folder, there's a few different options you have. There are the basic 3D options in the perspective folder, but what I'm going to actually work with is the corner pin effect in the distort folder. So if I drag this onto this logo clip, I can now adjust the left, right, top, and bottom corners. And I'm going to just highlight the corner pin effect and just do the same kind of visual adjustment like we did with the position. And I can just pull the corner onto where the photo corners are. So this corner is kind of out of frame, but I can kind of estimate that it'll be around here. And if it doesn't look perfect, you can just kind of adjust it by your eye. But this does roughly give us the correct perspective for the logo fitting inside of that frame. From here, you can still adjust the size of things. You can also, if you want to play around with blending it, you could lower the opacity or put it on different blending modes like multiply, whatever you might want to play around with. But we have successfully attached this logo onto the wall of this frame. And the great part is we don't have to do any more motion tracking after that because it's a still frame shot. If there was a little bit of camera shake in this clip, you do have a couple options. You could either go to the warp stabilizer effect in the effects panel and add that onto the original clip and just try to go for a no motion result. Or you could also just go to the image that you did and add keyframes on the position and start from the beginning and just kind of try to make sure you're making the image slightly jitter and follow along every couple frames, although that's tedious, and that's where you really see the benefit of something like After Effects. So you might want to stick to these sort of shots for Premiere if you're only working in Premiere Pro. Once you start to get to videos like this, where a lot more things are happening, if we try to do the same thing, this is where After Effects is much more suited to this sort of thing. It might appear like it matches up on one frame, but as soon as I press play, you somewhat lose that illusion. But just take into consideration, that's where After Effects does have powerful motion tracking tools that will automatically adjust the scale and position, kind of stick your thing onto one point and make sure it stays in perspective like that. So if you do want to check that out, just check out the After Effects tutorial I did. But there's still a couple other things you can do in Premiere aside from that as well. So for example, here's where I just had pulled in one of the essential graphics, motion graphics templates. So these are just built in. There's some default callouts and stuff. So I just dragged one of these templates in, and then all I did was add keyframes onto it to make it stick to this person's knees. So you can adjust the scale or the size, and then it might seem tedious, but it's really not that tedious for this sort of shot. We can just start over here. Let's say if I want to just keep it stuck on the right knee and just add a keyframe on the position, and then just press play every couple frames. Just kind of relocate it back to where it needs to be as the subject drifts around, and we can kind of track in that way. So you can still manually get a tracking sort of effect like that. Now there is one more cool tracking effect that you have in Premiere is mask tracking. So let's say I just add an effect onto the original video clip. Let's do a color tint, for example. But let's say I only want this color tint to affect this backpack area. If I added a mask, so I can do all types of mask, an ellipse or whatever, and I can drag it down. Let's say we're just trying to highlight this certain portion of the video. If I press play on this without any keyframes, you could see it kind of goes out of whack because the backpack is moving all around. However, if we get it into position properly on the first frame, and then we press play on the mask path, it'll track that selected mask, and it'll try to do a little bit of 2D tracking. It won't get everything perfect, but it'll add a keyframe every single frame, and it'll try to at least follow the contours of that selection. So if you check this out, this is a pretty cool way that it does stick that mask onto that logo, and there's lots of different interesting use cases you can do for that. So my name is Justin Odisho. If you did enjoy this tutorial and you learned something new, definitely check out the After Effects tutorials and the other Premiere Pro tutorials I had that elaborate on different parts of this. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube to stay tuned for all my new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.